Hi, Maurice here. I'm going to give you a tutorial about what you can do when you become a registered member. Anyone visiting this website can listen to the Bible, but they cannot access any of the member information unless they first register as a member. And it's free and it will always be free. But once you become a registered member, you have the ability to check out profiles of other members. So right now, I only have one profile listed, and that's my own. It shows my name and it shows my web address of one of my websites. It's got some social network links. But when you click on my name, it'll give you a little bit of information, and then you can click more and it tells you about my life. If I want to list my fellowship or phone number or address, I can do all of that here. We're going to show you that in a second. But here we've got a new member that we're going to look at because she's not listed here, as you can see, because when you register as a member, by default, your profile is not listed publicly for other members until you okay it. So here Maggie Muggins has just registered, and she's going to click Edit Profile, because once she's logged in, she can click the Edit Profile and her profile will pop up. No one else can see this except her. So it's got her name and basically her contact or email address, and then right below she can put a web address. I'm just going to put a simple one in there. And then she can put a Twitter handle. She can put in Maggie Muggins. That's already in there. She can put in her Facebook address. If she doesn't have a Google account or LinkedIn URL, she just leaves it blank. And then she can type in a little bit about herself. Then just below that, it says include profile and directory. Here's where you take the option and you choose to list your profile. You must do that in order for the profile to be visible. If you do not want your profile to be visible to other members, you simply don't check that box. And at that point, no one else will see anything about you, but you can still, as a member, view other profiles and you can access the content that we have. So you click the Update Profile, and at that point, when we go to Profiles, you'll see that here Maggie Muggins now is listed with her web address and the two social networks that she's had listed. So when you click on the button, you'll see the first line. Hello, I'm Maggie. I live in Dayton, Ohio. Click Read More for my contact information. So when you click Read More, it has her name and her address, Dayton, Ohio, her phone number, and she has weekly fellowship on Tuesday evening at 7:30 and Sunday morning at 10:30. And then she tells you a little bit more about herself, blah, 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 blah. And then that's how you set up your profile. And from there, anytime you log in, you can edit your profile just by simply clicking the Edit key. Okay, before I take you to the next step where I teach you how to set up your avatar, which is your image next to your name, I'd like to show you something about the search function in the profiles. If you would like other members to find you or people who are looking to fellowship in your area, we need to set your profile so that when they type in the state, for example, if you type in Ohio right now and click search, it says, sorry, no members matched your search term, but we just saw that Maggie lives in Dayton, Ohio. There's a reason for that. I'm going to show you here. We go back and we're going to search for Idaho, and we're going to see that my profile does pop up. Well, there's a reason for that. So what we'll do is we'll come back here and I'm going to show you Maggie's profile. Okay, it says I live in Dayton, Ohio. Well, when I go to edit profile, Maggie needs to do something because there's no way that he can tell, because it won't search in the About box, but it will search for names. So what we figured out is that next to your last name, you just click Muggins, do a space, and just type in the word Ohio. So Maggie Muggins, Ohio. Then we're going to click Update the Profile. And then now, when you go back to Profiles and you type in Ohio and click Search, what happens is here's Maggie's profile. So whenever you complete your profile, next to your last name, just leave a space and then type in your state, and it will now be searchable in the profile. Okay, I'm going to show you how to get an avatar, which is an image that you'll be able to use on every website that you visit, because it's going to be tied to your email address. It's very simple. You go to a website called gravatar.com, gravatar.com. It says your gravatar is an image that follows you from site to site, appearing beside your name when you do things like comment or post on a blog. Avatars help you identify your posts on blogs and web forums, so why not on this site? So that's what we're going to do, and we're going to click the link. It says create your own avatar. You go to a page, you simply enter an email address. I'm going to put muggins@cdbn.com. It's the domain I own, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to put Maggie Muggins 2014. See if that's acceptable. It is. Add some symbols to it. Whatever you do, you set up yourself with a password that's, has a few numbers and go like there. So you click no, and then they sent an email to muggins@cdbn.com. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into my email, and I'm going to come back to this video once I've authorized it. Okay, I got the email from Gravatar. It says welcome to WordPress.com and Gravatar, and I'm just going to click the activate the account. It will immediately load up Gravatar. It says your account has been activated, so you can sign into it, and then when you sign into the account, it's signed in, and now you can upload an image. It says we don't have any image, so add one by clicking here. So we're going to go to the computer hard drive, and we're going to look for a image. And I have one here called Maggie. So I'm going to open this up. It's going to load the file. I'm going to click next. And there's the file, Maggie Muggins. And so it looks like it's cropped pretty good. So I'm going to crop it and finish. And that's going to be my avatar for Maggie Muggins. Now, what happens is when you go to the profile page, and we're going to refresh this in a little bit, I'm going to restart the computer, and I'll come back to the video. Okay, once that's done, all you're going to do is select and choose. You rate your image as, G, and then once that's done, you simply go back to the page. When you click on profiles, you'll notice that now Maggie Muggins has an image. So when you click on her name and you look, there's her picture next to her profile. It says, I live in Dayton, Ohio, and everything is there. So setting up your profile, making it searchable by putting the name of your state next to your last name, put Muggins, put a space, and then Ohio, now made her searchable, plus she has an image. So this is very simple. If you have any questions, you can always send me an email.